Welcome to POUSE out of the house. I'm meeting up with an old school friend. He's got a KTM 790. So he told me he had this bike and I thought, right, we've got to try and arrange something. So we popped out, I got a day off work. We're going for a little ride up through the Forest of Dean. Today is that scorching hot day that everyone's going on about with all these weather warnings. So this should be fun. It's going to be absolutely roasting and they reckon it's going to hit potentially, I think they said 35, 36 degrees today. So I filled up with fuel. Here he is, the old boy. What's happening? I was just getting some fuel. I
noticed you over there. How are you?
Yeah, good. I like her. Huh? They're smart, aren't they?
Yeah.
Little beauty. We're off. We're at the lovely KTM 790 in front. Got a little sit on that, and I tell you what, that's a lovely bike. So squat and small. It reminds me of like a, you'd think it's a 400. It's got 105 brake horsepower. Absolutely beautiful day. It is a scorcher. I got to be fair. It is 10 o'clock in the morning now, or 3 minutes past 10. It says on my speedo down there. And I think when I left the house, it was saying something like it was already about 22 degrees or something like that. So it's going to be lovely. We just come into Usk. We've got the Glanaravan Hotel over there. I've been to many a wedding in that building. We're just about to come up to the bridge over the River Usk. I wouldn't be surprised this time if you've got a few people swimming in there. That's if there's any water left in there. The rivers are extremely low this year. There we go. That's your River Usk airfield. Looks beautiful. No one in the water yet, but it is 10 o'clock and it is a school day, so I suppose all the kids should be in school, shouldn't they? What is this idiot doing? I tell you what, some people really need to learn to drive. She almost stopped right in front then. She kept moving. Nothing was coming. Bloody dangerous. Anyway, we're just past Usk. We're now heading towards Chepstow. That pub has changed hands a few times. I don't know how many different names it's had in the last 10 years. What a stunning day, look at that. Even places that can look miserable in winter look absolutely beautiful on a sunny day, don't they? I think I'm always in a state of ecstasy when I'm on my bike, that's all. You'll always hear me harping on about how beautiful everywhere is. Should we see if we get a nod? Oh, hey! Tell you about me and Di in front. Back in school, he was a year above me, but we spent like all our sixth form years together mucking around, a large group of us, and basically we spent several years in uni and thereafter. In the last few years we both got young kids, you know, jobs, partners, houses, all that kind of thing, and we just don't really see each other much anymore. I think it was last year I saw his brother-in-law. He came to get an old pair of motorbike boots off me, and while we were talking he said I had a new bike. He said he's got a KTM. So I messaged him and sort of said, look, we got to all get together and have a ride. And we, about 12 months later, we finally managed it, but only two of us. I got a bloody fly stuck in my helmet. Pain in the arse. That's the trouble when it's hot like this, these sort of roads. I just had to shut my vents. I think they're flying through my vents. The vents aren't great on this helmet, I'll be honest. They're quite open. They just let everything through. I got one right on my eye now, itching me. So we are back in Chepstow, where you would have seen me on a few rides ago, and there's the River Wye. If you look just over there, I don't know if you can see that while I'm overtaking, but there's the Severn estuary. Looks really nice. It's like being right by the seaside, isn't it?
There's still got the signs out, but it looks like it's open, doesn't it?
You just go down there and push off on a bike. If it's a short bit of road work, you just fuck through it. Yeah. We'll see.
Right.
I said we might take a detour, and we have, not through our own choice, but road closed ahead. I don't know what they're doing down there. So we've just come through a little village of Wollaston. There was a giant lorry then just trying to reverse and turn around. I don't know how the hell he got up there, he'd gone the wrong way. Big tailback of cars. Anyway, we managed to push through them, so we've come out the other side, and we're pretty much, I think, going to try and do a loop round and get back on that main road then, if we can. And the beauty of being on a bike is it's not that difficult really to get off the beaten track and get back round. Oh, here we go, that car's reversing. Good man, good man. I'm saying good man, I'm being sexist. That could be a good woman, couldn't it? And it is. There we are, see? Good woman, well done, thank you very much. God, you could be in France today. It's been so warm, everything's dry. It's bright and sunny. We're out on some little gravelly tracks. It reminds me of being on holiday as a child. Look at that field. Yellow. My bike started juddering then, and I'm not sure if it's because I was stood up and I was mucking around on the throttle and not realised. Well, it's too hot. It is hot today. I haven't got breakdown cover, that's the other thing. I think I really need to get some breakdown cover. My brother, Big POUSE, if any of you don't know, he's got a nice big transit van, so we could put it in, but you know, he's a busy man. I can't be calling on him all the time whenever I break down. Right, this is getting a bit fruity today, isn't it? I'll be honest, I'd be up and around those now, but I don't think Dave wants to on the KTM. Probably looks after it a bit better than I look after this, I guess. So we made it back out onto the main road. Now, for those of you that watch my other videos, you might recognise that this is where I was with Sam a few weeks ago. We went down to Lydney Harbour, which is that way, and then we went back up behind me there. Excuse me, I think that's the hay fever. We'll film a bit more this way because this wasn't in the previous video. We're sort of heading north now of Lydney. New houses everywhere. Everywhere. And this is where the KTM, he's got a 790, sort of has the edge really, acceleration. I don't think he's pushing that either. What is this car doing? He's reversing straight out into a main road. What are you doing, bud? You want a fucking death wish? Jesus Christ. So I don't know if we're going to be stopping here for maybe a cup of tea or something like that. A bit hot for a cup of tea. I think a can of Coke's more in order. The cocking, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, doesn't look like we're stopping there, does it? So we'll carry on. Everything's just so dry at the moment. We've had such a long spell of this weather, and don't get me wrong, it's lovely. Like I said, the rivers are drying up. The grass is dry. I had my neighbour the other day, some dickheads went past and they threw, I don't know whether it was a lighter or some matches or something, into her fir trees. And the whole of the sodding fir trees went up on the side of the road. It was up as high as the telephone cables. I got photos of that actually. I'll have to see if I can show you them now on here. And it was almost burning the side of the house. And fair play, the fire brigade, they were out in no time at all and got the hose on, and that was it. But the fir trees were just so dry. Honestly, the speed that they went up was frightening. Newnham. Maybe this is where he said we were going to have a cup of tea and a stop. I really want to get past this van. There we are, problem solved. More new houses. Oh, look at that. I missed that. Beautiful. Right next to the river. Severn estuary. Look at that. Cafe closed. Can you believe it? Silver Fox Cafe. That's where we were going and it's closed. We're not doing well today, are we? Road closures, cafe closures. There's somewhere else up here. I bought from Cheltenham, 20 years ago, I had bought an MG Metro Turbo, and the old man, Papa POUSE, he took me up there and we had a little race back. He was in his Mazda MX-5 at the time, and I bought this Metro and didn't really know a lot about it, but I paid 400 quid. God, the thing went like shit off a shovel, and it turned out to be a really good car. Now those things, if I'd kept hold of it in the condition it was, it'd be worth a fortune now. But yeah, I was going to say there's a pub around here, and I think this is actually it.
Not had much luck with closures.
I was just saying that to the old GoPro. Road closure, cafe closure. It's the first and last time I'm coming out with you. Oh, I know a couple of good routes, mate. You know, it'd be lovely, lovely cafe by the river.
You wouldn't think on a Monday, weekday,
I thought that.
the fucking 48 would be closed, would you?
That's what they always do, though, innit?
Yeah. This is alright, though. We can sit by the river and have a coffee if you fancy it.
Sounds good. So here we are, the White Hart, Newnham on Severn. I think I said that correctly. Lovely little cooked breakfast. Well, that cost us £8, wasn't it? £8 and £2 for a glass of Coke, I think. Something like that. There we are. Lovely jubbly. So here we go, that's the Severn estuary. Lovely view from this pub. We got the White Hart. I think this is on the A48 on the way to Gloucester from Chepstow. We had a lovely little cooked breakfast then. Hey! We're going that way. Is it that way or this way? There we are, little wheelie in the car park. Yeah, nice little breakfast there. They swapped the tomato for a piece of toast. They wouldn't do a black pudding. They said they don't swap meat because of the cost product, so, or the cost of product, sorry. But they did swap for a piece of toast, so that was good. Nice little breakfast. That was lovely there. What a little beer garden they got. It's boiling hot, but we were under the shade, so that was perfect. Like I said, we were going to go to that Silver Fox just down the road. That was closed, unfortunately, but I say unfortunately. I enjoyed that. Nice glass of Coke, nice refreshment, back on it. Now it's about 12 past. Di's got to be in work, I think, for 2:30. It's a lovely looking bike, that KTM, I have to say. I've seen a Super Duke and I had to sit on a Super Duke. And they do feel just that bit more chunky, but I bet that bike's lovely, 790, because it's so light. It's like that perfect balance between power and weight. If only I had a massive garage and more time, I'd have one of everything.